I remember the fear in Julia's eyes the day I met her in 2006. She was having an asthma attack on the sidewalk in front of my house, holding her 15-month-old baby girl. When I took her to her apartment, I found very rough living conditions. Despite her apartment being only 3 blocks away from my home, it felt like a world away. I was shocked to find a hole in the wall where stray cats were freely coming in and out. Black mold was on the ceiling, and partially eaten food was out on the counter. I wanted to fix those problems, but I believed God was telling me to just be her friend. I soon learned about all the traumatic events that led her to her circumstances and the cycle of abuse, trauma, and poverty that had trapped her. As I was about to complete seminary in 2008, I heard God say to me, "Now do for others what I taught you to do for Julia." After mentoring and walking with Julia for 2 years, she became self-sufficient. And that is what birthed New Life Mission.
Back in 2007, we were visiting a church for the very first time, and our founder, Stacia Glavis, happened to be speaking that day. And she told about an experience that she had had with a homeless woman.
Yes.
And how she and several other people got together and helped this woman go from being homeless to self-sufficient. During that service, she really felt like God had been calling her to do for others what she had done for this one person.
I looked at Meredith and I saw that smile, and I knew that meant she's in. So I was in also and wanted to be involved. Glenn Outlaw and I got involved because we'd been playing tennis. We met each other and started talking about different things. And I mentioned to Glenn that we were looking for a multifamily building that we could be involved with helping women with children. And Glenn told me, this may be a divine conversation we're having, because my mother-in-law, she'd recently passed, and Glenn's goal was to help find a multifamily building so they could use it for women with children. They wanted to name it Casa Carol after her mother. And so basically we found the location, which is the building we're in now.
I remember Fred coming home one night, and he asked me to get in the car, and we came to this building right here. And when we pulled up to this property, it just felt like home. It felt like a place that women could have a home. And I remember standing out front and calling Stacia and saying, "I'm standing in front of our new building." It was an exciting day.
Joy's Place, named after my daughter, is located within a block of the Casa Carol second building of many that we have now. As far as the future is concerned, New Life Mission has approximately 20 acres of excess land where the future could be there.
For 15 years, we've had graduates integrating in our community, and they have stable housing and stable jobs, and their children are seeing that. This is the way that you can not only just survive, but thrive in Brevard County.
As a board member, it really has given me the opportunity to have an in-depth, inside look at the organization, how we utilize our resources. And for our family personally, we sow to many different ministries, and we've always wondered, are they doing the best they possibly could? And so I can say without a shadow of a doubt that we have extreme confidence in New Life Mission and how we allocate the resources and the people we serve. And so for us, it has become our number one ministry where we give, and we're super honored and thankful to be a part of that. I'd say one of the greatest impacts on me personally is just the people that I get to be around, that I get to learn from, that I get to serve with, from the board to the staff to the volunteers, all the way to the moms. It's been amazing for me to be able to reflect on how to be a better person. It makes me want to elevate my game, my level of excellence, and that's a pretty awesome blessing in return. I would say that throughout the last 5 or 6 years, some of the most amazing moments in the mission, obviously the acquisition of the village, right? So this beautiful, massive property where we can keep mothers and children safe and allow them to grow and to thrive has been a huge one. The daycare facility, the opportunity where we can help with childcare while the moms learn skills and work and go to school and get degrees and just become, firefighters and nurses and, you name it. It's so exciting to see so many great milestones, and the beautiful part is we're just getting started, which is so super exciting.
When I see these women, their story is my story. We're just trying to make it. We're trying to make our children happy, give them security. And that's why I like Bible study, because I think that strengthens us. And I know that's what it did for me. I think what has actually drawn me to these women, to these families, is because I too was a single mom, and I know that I could not have made it without God. So I was homeless once with my children, and I moved into a motel room, and the motel room, because that's all I had, the motel room was so filthy. I just didn't want to touch anything, didn't want my kids to touch anything. But that's all we had at the time, so you make do. And so when I think of New Life and what these ladies get, I try to encourage them also to be grateful for what they have. So I compare mine to theirs and let them know it could be worse, could be a lot worse, and how blessed they are. So I encourage them in that way, because that's what I've had to do. I felt like I needed a little bit more of something. I didn't know what it was. Once I went to New Life, and once I went into the nursery there, actually, I saw the babies and I was drawn. I just wanted to hold some babies, and I just wanted to sit in a rocking chair and rock the little infants. That's actually the first draw, was just working with the children, because my children were so far away and I didn't have any family here. It was only my husband and myself. So I had a void that I needed to fill. And New Life did that for me.
Before New Life, I also lived in the woods on Lake Drive in Cocoa. I was pregnant with Ava, 7 months. Deep down, I felt worthless. Not a good parent. I didn't feel like I was responsible enough for anything, and I didn't want to continue going forward in that path. So I tried to find help. Eventually, I felt confident enough in myself to come here to get a grasp on my reality and my life and bettering the future for me and my children. I was awarded the Habitat home by putting in effort, going to an information center and doing the meeting with them. I applied for it, volunteered hours with New Life, and showed that I needed stable housing, someplace for me and my children to actually build a family and grow old and have a stable home, our forever home as we called it. I still go there every week, and I show them that I'm not who I used to be, but rather a better form of what I was in the beginning before it all started. Now I go to school at EFSC. I'm almost done with my AA degree. I still work full-time, go to school full-time. Once I finish AA, I'm gonna go to the paralegal program and kind of help others who can't help themselves rather than just sit on the sidelines. I wanna be in the action, doing something for others that I wish was done for me, and how I'm being treated in New Life kind of made me wanna pursue that even more. I got more confidence in myself, and I don't see myself as someone who's worthless, but someone who can use their past experience to better themselves and better other people's lives by showing them there is a way out of it.